Good morning. Today is May 18th, 2025, and I am here at the highest point of Iowa, Hawkeye Point, elevation 1,670. So you can see here's a panoramic view of the highest point of Iowa. You can see looking south, you can see the majestic scenery, the great alpine views that we can see here at the highest point of Iowa. Here's a barn. We will see the water tower, and this is the grain silo. So here's a bench from the High Pointers Foundation. So now we will descend off the platform. You can see the highest point description. You can see in memory of Kirk Grau. We can see the board with various license plates. And go to the other side. You can see description of things that you can see in the area. And then we can see another sign describing the tall grass prairie and the root systems of native prairie root plants. So let's go to this sign showing elevations to various mountain peaks, high points. For example, it's 3,787 miles to Mauna Kea, highest point of Hawaii, which is a great peak. Then not too far away is Charles Mound, the highest point of Illinois, 285 miles. Here's a mosaic of Hawkeye Point with the map of Iowa. Again, we're here. Here's the farm fields. We can now go through, walk around to picnic tables here. And we will now take another walk around the standing summit of Hawkeye Point, highest point of Iowa. Here, if you're a pretty big person, you might want to sit in the chair. Here is a view of the grain silo. If you want to take an American Gothic picture, you have one here. And let's go into the barn. You can see the exhibits of farming equipment, the great history of the area. This is in Osceola County, Iowa. President Theodore Roosevelt was here on September 3rd, 1910. Well, he was not here specifically, but he was a great mountaineering enthusiast and all-around outdoorsman, so he may have actually been here. So, here's some more signs, descriptions of a John Heer handhorn sheller. And this is a hand-painted barn quilt. Okay, let's see. Let's go around. Another closer view of the water tower. Oh, and here outside, a display of various types of farming machinery. This is an antique farm machinery display. And it was completed in 2018. You can see, let's see, go down this side. We got corn hiller, single row riding plow, John Deere walk behind plow, a potato planter, a one row horse drawn cultivator, John Deere 122 two bottom plow, a one row horse drawn crop cultivator, check wire, 2-row planter, 2-row horse cultivator, Minneapolis Moline Model D corn sheller. Just something interesting here. Here's the Sterlers are the family who owned the farm before they donated it to the county. So it's called the Sterler radio tower here. It's a Sterler reporter. May have been some other exhibits here on these concrete platforms. So there's let's go back to the back around here. Oh, here's this nice, interesting item called Case Threshing Machine. Straight disc, John Deere side delivery rake, McCormick Deering horse-drawn cycle mower, 2-row bottom plow, hay dump rake, and New Idea hay loader. So go around here. So I think these circular concrete platforms are reserved for some other exhibits. Horse-drawn manure spreader. So we've been spreading manure on the highest point of Iowa. It's very valuable. So let's go back here. You can see I'm out of breath. It's such a high elevation here, reaching the highest point of Iowa. So let's go back to, this is an ascent. Back to the this is a really outstanding day. It's cool and fairly breezy, but the temperatures are expected to get warm today. It's a little after 8 a.m. as I'm doing this, so a good time to see it. Okay. So walking back, you can see the cornfields, which are fallow now, but so going back to the Hawkeye Point marker. See, there used to be a cattle feed trough. At the north end of that was the highest point. That's been removed, but the grain silo is still here. Here's another memorial bench for Bill Imhoff. Again, I'm here. My name is Ken Ackerman. Today is May 16th, 2025. And I hope you enjoyed this panoramic view of the highest point of Iowa, Hawkeye Point, 1,670 feet near the town of Sibley, Iowa.